Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mayor channel. It is I, Mayor, and I'm back in HSR, like I actually did say yesterday. And I'm in the party car, Dr. Ratio, once again. Got this freaking guy. Usually I try to chat up all the visitors that come onto the Express, but I've done this guy so many goddamn times that I'm just gonna ignore him this time. So, peace. But today, I'm gonna be doing work at the Furbobo Weekly. There is a new update. I think I have an idea of some of the hot topics that are gonna be going on. There's like some Furbos that are lingering around in Inkford Hermitage. And there was this lady that was like falling on the ground. I thought about helping her out, but obviously that was gonna be a whole other thing, so I didn't at the moment. So I'm just gonna kind of warm up a little bit right now. It's a new week, so we can get new cat cakes in my collection. I'm gonna open up and see who's gonna be in my card this week. Ooh, I got Train Mommy, Train Dad, and Blade. I was really hoping I'd have a Blade cat cake come here. Come here, you little rascal. Where are they? I always wonder that. There's literally 6 places that they could hide. Yoink. Hi there. Got the Astro Latte. I'm gonna stay here. Where is the welt? This is probably the blade. Yeah, this is the blade one. Don't get too close, or I might lose control, meow. And then let's get the what was it called again? Grab-a-Crisp. Grab-a-Crisp. Not bad. You've got a sharp eye. As a senior creation, I gotta keep a low profile. Meow. What do you think he would be like? The Grab-a-Crisp cat cake. I kind of imagine it'd be like one of those dark chocolate with the little Rice Krispies on the inside of it. That's kind of what I imagine this cat cake would taste like. If I actually chose to eat them. Not like I would, but... Oh god, I have another stack of them. Maybe I should start eating them. Ugh, never mind. I'm gonna see who else I can visit. Also, I did not realize that... Oh, shoot. Huh. Can I come in? Woo! Hooray! I got in. Oh, they haven't even opened their cat cake box yet. Come on out, kikis! Or is it wrong for me to not open them? Oh crap, I did it. Ah! I don't really want any of these cat cakes. Sorry, Yoshiki, I'm gonna bounce. Who else am I gonna visit? Also, I did not realize that there's a button where I could just instantly see if I can go in there rather than hitting their... Oh! I didn't mean to set a friend request. Okay, K Dark Knight. I'll see what your answer is in, like, a while. I haven't been active in a while. What the mem? Holy crap, I think this person actually got the Caster's skin. Look at her profile. Huh. But yeah, rather than just hitting on here and then seeing if I could visit, I could just hit the pad for the key. I am so silly. I did not realize that. And I was doing it the long way, like a chump. Kitty cats! Which one was this? I didn't see the little pop-up. You ate you. That's, I think, the Yao Guang one. Yeah, I don't see Akivimeow here. The hell? Oh, this one's by the phone. Is this the Anaxa one? Oh, it is! Hell yeah. How many of these do I have? Oh. Yeah, there was a number next to it. I didn't pay attention. Sparkle! Get the bunk out of here. Probably not gonna... Ooh. Man, I'm getting lucky. I got 3 people in a row I could actually go into their party cars. Which one are you? Do I want to chance it? Ah! Oh. This is Fu Xuan? Is that what her name was? I forgot. I don't care about it. This is Cyrene. It is! Awesome. That'd be really cool. There's 13 places I could put cat cakes on the cat tree and around the cat tree. If only I can get a different Chryso Air as a cat cake. Because we don't have like a Hayseelands one, we don't got a Tribios one. It would be really awesome if we had cat cakes of all the Chrysos Airs. Just to fill up the... Only fill up the cat tree with nothing but Chrysos Airs. Get the Silver Wolf cake. I can stack her. Also, I'm pretty sure that if you stack certain ones up together, they'll actually have some kind of conversation. I assume. Because I put the ratio cat cake on top of the adventuring cat cake, and they seem to chat it up a little. You guessed all the questions correctly. Luck is also a skill. I can get one more. Wow, I'm getting really... Well... I'm getting through this pretty quick. Mostly because I'm not looking for any particular cat cakes anymore. I'm just collecting them just to collect them. Nope. Nope. Oh! Sweet. I guess I'll grab the Himiko one. Where is it? That can't be it. Yeah, that is not it. Akivimeow is not here either. Usually they pop up at this part of the corner of the counter. Where the hell are they? Yoink. Alrighty. And let's just get back to my car. I got all the cat cakes I can collect this week. And no Akivimeow. That's a shame. I still have to encounter it 4 more times in order to get some rewards. What those rewards are, I don't really know. Other than, I don't know, maybe they'll make us an emanator of the trailblaze, but I think I kind of already feel like that. Oh look, Pom-Pom's walking around. Hi Pom-Pom. God, I love him in his cute little sleeping outfit. Hi Yunli.
Okay, I'll go ask for you right now. Can I turn on the interastral peace broadcast on the Express? Old Metal seems curious about it.
Old Metal likes to listen to the news? Wait, who are you talking to?
My friend. He's right in front of you.
I don't see what you're talking about.
Don't run away. I'm just kidding. You've met Old Metal. He's my weapon. And my good friend.
You know, I was just thinking that's just what you call your big-ass sword. I just didn't want to assume that you literally make friends with your swords. But honestly, they're kind of your babies, so I guess that makes sense. That tracks.
I know it's hard to believe, but ever since I forged this sword, I've been able to hear the thoughts of all sorts of weapons.
Oh. Wonder what...
I remember when Old Metal and I first met, we weren't very accepting of each other. He said I had a bad temper, and I thought he was ugly.
And what about now?
He says my swordsmanship is outstanding, and I think he's a master both in the past and present. So, you could say we completely approve of each other now. Forget it, it's not important. Old Metal and I have long since become partners who can read and respond to each other's will. Old Metal says so too.
Well, great that you're getting along with your weapon. Nothing like a relationship between a girl and her claymore. That's how it is. She has like a sword that's actually bigger than herself that she wields. Pardon me. Also, can she just hear the soul of like all blades? Because man, if the blade that Mortenax Blade could talk, I would definitely like to hear what the hell it's saying. So maybe I'll call upon you next time, Yunli. And look who actually came here! It's the Ashen Wolf Detective. The Ashen... well, whatever, Ashveil's here.
I'm getting sleepy again. The Express has it all, except a place for me to rest in peace.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the parlor car is a pretty calm place. There's not that many people here. Well, I guess today there is. But what, you not comfortable enough to sleep here? That sounds off.
I'm just kidding, friend. But my sleeping habits require a place with top-notch cooling and perfect soundproofing. Somewhere I can fall asleep like a baby.
I don't think many babies like to sleep in refrigerators, but hey, whatever, that floats your boat. You can take the Express's refrigerator. Wait, no? We have been kind of on a coffee kick here lately, so how about some coffee?
Miss Himko's blend. Well, no wonder you all have energy for days. I also tried slowing the flow of time on myself through breathing, meditation, and mimetic hypnosis. The mortal life is short, and I still got a long list of to-dos. But refrigerators remain the most cost-effective option. Low-temperature sleeping is the one true way to slow down your metabolism. Oh, you think I'm pulling your leg? You know, someone else told me that once you reach maximum speed in the universe, you effectively catch up with time and actually age more slowly.
So what, you actually move faster than physics allow?
So, Care to override the safety on the express?
Yeah, I can talk to Himiko really quick. Where the hell is she? Oh, there she is. Hey, Himiko, my friend said that he's trying to get himself to age much more slowly. So, yeah, we don't have a good enough refrigerator for him today, so he thinks if we speed up the train past the speed of light, it'll have the same effect. So, yeah, you mind kicking this puppy on overdrive? Yeah, you're right. That was kind of silly. Sorry, Ashveil, but no can do. Train Bomb said no. So, still want that cup of coffee? Alright. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me just shut the door a little bit. It's a little noisy outside. Alright, how about I get to tonight's objective? I'm gonna see what's going on at the Furbobo Weekly office. See if there's any assignments I can fulfill. Well, Canville. That is not it. Other button. Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna have to check on the hot topics. They're kind of pressing matters. Especially this one. With the, lady just laying there on the cold floor. Outside the baths. At Inkford Hermitage. Listen to this! As global warming gets worse and worse, a trend of cycling in the underworld has swept across planet Arcadia? What's going on? Oh wait, that was Burley. Sorry about that. Whatever, let's head over there. To the Fallen Lady. Huh. There we are. Bop. Boop. And... Alright, just one for good luck. The fun is too much for me to handle. At laughter pity. Help this collapsed theologian of the elation back to their feet. Ooh, I like her hair. I'm sorry you had to see that, young one. But as a devout follower of the laughter, I shouldn't apologize for this ridiculous predicament I find myself in. Yes, a theological paradox. A fine topic for my next paper. What happened? Yeah, what caused you to be laying out here in the snow? My bike has been stolen! And that's where the cycling comes in. My poor brand new Wise Bronco bike. I didn't even get a chance to ride it around the Arcadia before some crazy imagination stole it. It didn't simply look malicious. It also knocked me flat on the ground. Oh, I really do feel bad that I didn't help her immediately. Let's see. And we'll wait for the guy at the security department to handle it. Yeah, well, I'll just say that. Then, we'll just wait for the guy at the security department to handle it. Forget it. This Arcadia will be long gone by the time they show up. What's a bicycle to them? It's basically worthless. Wait. Most Imaginea around here are guests of the Hot Springs Hotel. We should walk around, keep an ear to the ground. We naturally find a lead. Alright. Once we find that incorrigible fella, you slam it straight into the ground. Show it what the laughter means by an eye for an eye. I don't think that Aha would be that petty, though. Granted, this person did shove you off your bike and leave you out in the snow. Steed for souls. Looks like I got caught up in something weird. When don't I? Ooh, I didn't know there was a nice fire here.
This glass of milk reminds me of my grandma.
Did that guy just say that that glass of milk reminded him of his grandma? What does that even mean? No, I'm getting distracted.
I spent my whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland.
Hello, how can I help you? You helped Laughter Pity explain the situation about her stolen bike. Come on, look at how ferocious that guy looks. He's an orc. There aren't that many orcs around here, are there? Much less any that would steal a bike. That would be kind of weird. I kind of figured that they would have to specifically look for some heavy-dutier bikes, because they can't exactly just get a 10 speed. I feel like they would just kind of crash it like a bunch of glued-together toothpicks. Apologies. As luck would have it, I was tied up with other tasks at the time you specified. As for your suggestion about checking personal records, well, that would be illegal, and I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But my bike has been stolen! If I filed a report with the authorities, Plain Arcadia would be long gone by the time they start handling the case. Please, bear with me. I didn't actually witness this event as you're describing, but there might be someone who did. Go and find Tima Soundwave. She knows about everything that happens around here. She is kind and always willing to help. Oh, that's good. A good Samaritan that we need to call upon. How can I help you? You help Laughter Pity explain the situation about the bike, blah blah blah. Please, that fearsome orc started yelling, "You can't mistreat my fine steed! It snatched my bike away! What a nut job!" Wait, does this guy actually think that it was his bike? I swear to God, if it turned out that she accidentally stole this guy's bike, thinking it was hers, I'm gonna be so bad. I'm telling the truth. That's exactly what he yelled. He pushed me aside, grabbed my bike, and started bawling his eyes out. Huh. That doesn't sound quite ferocious. If anything, that's a little upsetting that he would be crying over a bike. I see. Try the Myriad Wish Grove. That old orc Sorosh... Sorosh? Yeah, that old orc Sorosh probably headed there. So, you know the guy who stole the bike? Yeah, Sorosh is an old friend of mine. Sharp as a tack, but talks like a total nutcase. I saw him pushing a bike towards the Myriad Wish Grove about 15 minutes ago. I was gonna say hi, but he didn't seem to hear me and just took off. He was muttering something under his breath about thoroughbred, mistreated, and a terrible mistake. Huh? What do you mean, a terrible mistake? I have no idea, but Sorosh isn't a bad guy at heart. If we could just find him and get him to calm down, I'm sure he'll return your bike and apologize with some compensation to boot. It better be. Come, young friend, let's go! So, we have our guy, some orc named Sorosh that seems to be a little off his rocker. Oh god, I'm not walking all the way over to the Myriad tree. Fast travel, activate! Let's see. Things are getting weirder by the second. Honestly, this is like the least weird thing that I've had to deal with since coming to Umbrella? What the hell is he doing here? The bike! Ah! My bike! But what's the deal with that orc? What's he doing stacking all these Wispay here? Orc? Oh, you mean old Sorosh? That would be me. We're all him. Wishbay are nothing but the corpses of Imagine. Wow, that is horrifying to realize that. Poor old Sarosh is dead. He got too emotional boarding a fine steed. No, he's not dead. Because we're still here. We'll mourn for all his bikes. Aw, that's so sweet. But also creepy. I knew that Wishbay were kind of the lowest tier of Imagine building blocks, but I didn't know that they were actual corpses. I thought they were like baby Imagine. But this is really screwed up here. Huh. But a bike is no match for a fine horse. They were kind of referring to it like it was a horse. That old fool Sarosh didn't know his limits. Good riddance. You can't talk that way about a philosopher of elation known throughout the whole world? Seems like he was quite the thinker. Throughout the whole world? Who even knows him? Some other Imagine on their last legs. Keep it down. Seriously, all of you, quiet down, please. Oh, sorry. You're always chattering away like this. Shut up already. You're making them upset. Quiet. Quiet. Ask your questions, and we'll give you the answers. Umbrella! Cool. We actually do get to talk to him. All right. Shush. You little squirts. Everyone, as the executor of the deceased's will, no one is better suited than me to explain this. God, nothing good ever happens when you're involved. Lawyers rarely show up for good news. Mr. Sarouche of the Orc Imagine has just passed away to the excessive emotional distress. He had entrusted me to execute his will beforehand. That explains why you were here. By the way, this pile of Wishbay before you can be considered as what's left of Mr. Sarouche's remains. Elderly Imagine have a hard time acquiring wish power, so if they get too emotional, they can easily end up dying on the street like this. Wow. Now I kind of feel weird for all the Wishbay that I scattered throughout Plain Arcadia. I'm like scaring away the remnants of the dead. That's not how it went! Reduced to a pile of parts that can't be put together. If it's not dying on the streets, then what is? Who told him to go against fate? That old fool never learned to keep his head down. Dying on the streets is exactly what he deserved. This has nothing to do with Sarouche. This is all Plain Arcadia's fault. Clutching a bike while sobbing uncontrollably, then getting so emotionally overwhelmed that he shatters into a pile of Wishbay. Yeah, that's the kind of bizarre spectacle that could only happen in Plain Arcadia. What a nosy bunch. Or is it a noisy bunch? Yeah, what a noisy bunch. But what can you expect? Mr. Sarouche was a philosopher of elation. The Wishbay he left behind can't help but make a ruckus. Over a century ago, Mr. Sarouche was the height of his fame. His packed lectures never short of eager students. But time has changed. Arcadia has no need for philosophy anymore. Only his old friends at Inkfruit Hermitage are willing to take him in now. What's going on here? The maniac stole my bike, and somehow I feel bad for him? If the IPC ever stops funding research on the technology of elation, I'll probably end up hiding in a place like this too. Friendly reminder, Inkfruit Hermitage isn't exactly retirement home material for humans. I'm afraid this isn't exactly the best time for Imagine to retire either. Ooh, got a new player in here. What's going on? Hello ma'am, who are you? She looks like a student. Greetings, my name is Eliza. I'm a volunteer at Inkfruit Hermitage, where I take care of elderly Imagine. What you just witnessed is the second accidental Imagine death that month at... Wait, this month? the second accidental Imaginary death this month at Inkford Hermitage. And both times, this umbrella-headed creep's been right in the thick of it. Whoa. Huge misunderstanding there. I'm just their agent and lawyer, that's all. I swear to God, if he's getting some kind of scam going here and pinching money off of these dying Imaginary, I'm gonna be... whatever, you know, I'm gonna be mad. Agent? Oh, really? Then why don't you ask these two here to tell you what exactly your agent business is all about? Miss, I know you harbor some resentment, but Star Rabbit is an excellent game. Not only is it brought elation to Planet Arcadia, it's also collected wish power for the old Imaginary who made it, helping them improve their lives. Star Rabbit? Wait, isn't it just a parkour game? That's right. Looks like the Nameless has experienced our work as well. Hold on. I want the whole story. Let me finish. And Miss Nameless here can make up her own mind. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to make some kind of decision, don't I? You might not know this, Miss Nameless, but the Imaginary create art in a very different way from humans. They need to nurture their works with wish power, which, in a sense, means carving off a piece of themselves to share with everyone. Don't you think that's a bit dramatic? Honestly, that's kind of how art is. Oh, really? If you ask me, you're the one being unreasonable here, trying to downplay how serious this is, and you're an Imaginary yourself. Listen up, Miss Nameless. When humans create art, they say it takes blood, sweat, and tears. As for the Imaginary sustained by wish power, that is quite literally true. Specifically, thanks to how convenient it is for them, when the Imaginary wants to create a game, they don't assemble massive teams and divvy up the work like humans do. Instead, they just straight up birth the game into existence using their wish bay. Kind of like generative AI. In the interest of fairness, maybe I should add something. As for the Imaginary, extracting wish bay from their bodies is like human cutting off their hair. It doesn't cause any real physical harm. So maybe if I pop that cover off of your head, would you not die or something? Cutting hair doesn't mess with a human's physiological balance, but for elderly Imaginary, constantly extracting wish bay from their bodies, that's seriously damaging to their health. I wasn't clear about something earlier. Both Imaginary who died in accidents are connected to Star Rabbit. The previous victim, Pamuski, was the lead designer, and today's victim, Sarouche, was the literary consultant. So they definitely both worked on Star Rabbit. That's their connection there. How many more Imaginary under your care are you going to push to their deaths for this? Push? That's a bit harsh. I'd say I'm taking care of them in a different way. These days, when people talk about the elderly, it's all enjoying their twilight years. But if you're living a meaningless life day after day, isn't that more like wilting away your life? How many people actually enjoy doing nothing all day but lounging in the sun? These days, kids don't even play a second run of a game anymore. So why should old folks be expected to sit around in empty boredom? I'm the one making connections for them, acting as their agent. That isn't looking after their souls, giving their lives some real meaning. Then what is? You've got some nerve bringing that up. I heard everything that just happened. Sarouche grabbed some random person's bike at the end, hugged it like it was a noble steed, and sobbed his heart out. That's the result of you looking after his soul. His suffering was caused by the Arcadia, not me. You're the one who made it worse. How about you guys keep yelling at each other while I just grab my bike and go? Yeah, it's probably best that you just You just kind of got mixed up in this somehow. He just jacked your bike. Honestly, we got your bike back. I think you can just leave. Unless there's some kind of other deeper meaning about the bike. Why did he grab the bike in the first place? Fair enough, I guess. Off she goes. But Miss Nameless, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna settle this for us. Oh gosh, now I have to make a decision. Exactly what I was hoping for. This is what I get for being famous. Is this gonna cut into my game time? This is what I get for being famous. People just want my opinion on every little thing.
Speaking of settlement, perhaps I'm the better fit for that role.
Wait, it's Tima. She's back. What are you doing over here? Well, I guess you did say you were friends with the recently deceased.
You are a retired singer. He spent 100 years living in Inkford Hermitage. Also an old friend of Soroush and Pamyuski.
And the music consultant for Star Rabbit.
Grandma Tima! I heard your whole conversation just now. Miss Nameless, you're a true outsider here, so I'd like you to ask something. So I'd like to ask you something. In your eyes, what is the true purpose of Inkford Hermitage?
Let's see, a retirement home. I want to say it's really a retirement home. Like a bridge to reincarnation. Or like a meditative monastery. Yeah, I would probably say that it's a bit like that. Definitely a place to meditate on the closing of your lifetime. I'm gonna say meditative monastery.
Exactly. A place where the Imaginae can safely release what they cling to. Humans have obsessions too. But they're not born with them. So when humans let go, they often go on to live better lives. For the Imaginae, it's a bit more complicated than that. Most Imaginae are born with an innate wish, and would spend most of their lives clinging to that wish. For some humans who struggle to find meaning in their existence, this might sound tempting, but once the wish power we harvest falls so low that our wishes fade, it would be hard to create a new one. Before we actually die from lack of wish power, we can slip into being nothing more than the walking dead. To remedy this bleak twilight, the Inkford Hermitage was forged. It grants us the one thing that matters, the rite of passage, sparing us from becoming the walking dead, trapped in a fate crueler than death. But some Imaginae, even with low wish power, still hold intense obsessions. Not me, but it's definitely the cause for the other main creators of Star Rabbit. Pamyuski said Pamyuski had a deep admiration for the Nameless, a feeling rooted in the ancestral memories of the Moonlull. Soroush, even though he is no longer popular, still stubbornly spreads his own ideas. I could tell that neither of them was truly happy living here. So, I brought my personal lawyer, Umbrella, to ask as their agent. He paved the way for Pamyuski's dreams to provide a platform for Soroush's idea to be heard. After Pamyuski sacrificed himself in the line of duty, I asked Soroush if he would halt the project. His response was simple. He would rather be driven mad by his own thoughts than stop writing. He said that he would rather be shattered into Wispe than see his reflection before leaving the Arcadia. But doesn't that just prove he's lost all reason? Eliza, what does it mean for an Imaginae to lose their reason? The fool loves their wisdom, the wise love their folly. And an Imaginae loves fantasy. Isn't that the very meaning of our name? I still can't agree with that mindset.
Your final moments should be spent in peace and tranquility. That's what makes it for a complete life. That's what makes for a complete life, isn't it? Star Rabbit should come to an end or should continue. Nah, I'm gonna be passive about it. It's either there's the hell mode and it's too goddamn hard, and then there's the cheat mode, which is pretty much like nothing. So honestly, it's kind of a not that great of a game mode. If anything, it's much more hard for us to find the Wispay to activate the cheat code. Star Rabbit should come to an end. Thank you for supporting the efforts of the Inkford Hermitage volunteers. It seems that, in the eyes of humans, the actions of Pamyuski and Sarush were far too extreme. Perhaps that is simply how it must be. But we can't let the collected wish power go to waste. Surely Miss Eliza would understand, right? What do you mean? The final build of Star Rabbit is nearing completion, so there's no need for Tima and the others to provide any more wish power. Out of professional integrity, I still intend to watch this content. As long as you don't harm the guests of Inkford Hermitage, I certainly won't stand in your way. Wow. What the... Hey, I thought you took your bike and left! Oh well, I guess she just wanted to see the rest of the story. Miss Nameless, if you choose to play Star Rabbit going forward, I will keep sending you commemorative cards for clearing them. This is what I promised for Mr. Pamyuski. So, it's you? What are those commemorative cards again? I don't remember that. So, it's you? Was she the one sending us stuff? It's nothing. Nothing important anyway. Just a one-sided sentiment of a dying old man's wishful thinking. Looks like the... Looks like the dispute has been resolved. Now then, as his legal counsel, allow me to carry out Mr. Sarush's last will and testament. Upload my remains to the Myriad Wish Grove, and I shall enter the world of Star Rabbit, where I will await the finale of our descent into the abyss. Wow. My dear Wispay, in accordance with the will of your predecessor, I shall bestow upon you grand divine names, and send you into the world of Star Rabbit. He gets to... His remains are interred into the game he created. That's amazing. You have the right to remain silent, but everything you say will become part of the game.
Be my guest. The mind is but a metaphor, and the body but an illusion. Wispay or ghost, the Myriad Wish Grove is a plant, so the game is basically a ghost plant mashup. Moving forward is dangerous. Standing still is dangerous. Looking back is dangerous. And trembling in fear? Oh, so dangerous. Don't think of me as a bridge for you to cross over. You need to be your own bridge.
Who said anything about bridges?
Look who the people making rope. The longer they spin it, the further back they gotta step. Boarding isn't done with ropes. It's about hoisting your sails, drifting across the sea, and letting the fierce winds blow you to places unknown to you. Fierce winds? Don't be ridiculous. What you're hearing is the endless ocean roaring in silence, while space and time flicker in the pitch-black void. Then perhaps we need a lantern. Spread the word of the people in the marketplace that the Tomb of the Divine has flung its gates wide open for all of the departed.
Seeing you all so lively like this, I'm sure your predecessor would feel a weight lifted off his shoulders too. So, may the burden be released from your imaginess. Whoa, okay. There they go. They're part of the tree now, I guess. The Wispay transform into streams of light and drift towards the branches of the Myriad Wish Grove. There they melt into its leaves and quietly vanish from this world. I stand with language. The villages and the roads. They wait for me once more, knocking at my door with the hands of the stars. Sarush gave me a bookmark with this little poem on it. Now, maybe I can give it to you guys. Huh. That was actually quite lovely. I didn't expect that I was gonna join a interment, Anyway, I'm surprised that I attended another funeral so soon. I feel like I did some things right and some things wrong, but why? Honestly, I think we all feel like that inside Eliza. People often say that heavy elation is the privilege of the old. Also, Laughter Pity, what the hell are you still doing here? I thought you grabbed your bite and fucked off. Wait, I got it! I can write a new paper! I can write a newspaper! So now she's changing the topic of her paper. Okay. That is a nice bike, though. Alright, what's next? Ugh. Wait, that was the right one. Ah, god damn it. Julian found another A door. Hey there, President! I heard someone found another A door! Make sure you keep an eye out! Golly. Where the hell was this?
Press fans, welcome to Star Rail Fest. Please remain orderly and...
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing this one before. Eh. It's an A door. You've seen plenty of A doors by now, and this one doesn't look any different from the rest. Give it a knock. What are you expecting? That there's actually be Bellabog frozen tundra on the other side of that door? A little bit. I should probably grab my parka. Just as your mind starts to wander, the door suddenly swings open. Am I going to Bellabog? I am! And look at that, it's the Lando siblings. Huh? Trailblazer, how did you... See, I told you. There might be treasure hidden behind this door, but you didn't believe me. Surprise! Didn't see that coming, did ya? It's more of a scare than a surprise. Perfect timing. We're camping out right now. Wanna join us? Cool, I was just in lovely Plain Arcadia theme park, and now I'm camping in the snow. With the family with the cutest siblings ever. Seriously, every last one of them. 10 out of 10. Maybe not Lynxie, because she's like 16, and yeah, I ain't about that. But she is still pretty cute. I was planning on solo camping trip, but my sister had to turn it into a family gathering. Yeah, you would have figured that they would actually go out and camp together every once in a while. Gotta show off that legendary Lando family bond to outsiders every now and then, right? There's no one here. Who exactly are you planning to show off to? And look who just waltzed right through the door. Our old pal, the Trailblazer. Is this for real? No, maybe you're having tundra madness. You just imagine a purple door showing up in the snow, and your hero Bellabog popping through. So, what's the deal with this door? It's a teleporter left from the mask fools, by the mask fools. Oops, sorry. I did not just do that. I have yet to comprehend the mask fool's tech advancements. But today is all about family. I already promised Lynxie we'd go camping together. I laid down a family promise, which I gotta keep. My sister has a knack for being dependable in the most unexpected ways. Once this camping trip wraps up, I'm totally taking this door apart to see what makes it tick. Actually, yeah, I would love to have you do that. Or not. Who knows if there's like a leprechaun that's actually operating it inside. I don't want to disturb him. Unless I'm actually being him. You know what? There probably isn't some kind of little gremlin creature operating the door somehow. Honestly, it might be. I don't know how this door works. Whatever, so long as you're happy. Yeah, come on, she's your big sis. She's just gonna do whatever the hell she wants.
It's getting late. We should set up camp and get the tent and campfire ready before dark.
I'll help you out too. Oh, and Trailblazer, make sure you and your friends on the Express come visit us often, yeah? I'll save you tickets to my shows. Then I'll be taking my leave as, well, Trailblazer, until we meet again. Huh, that was actually pretty nice. Oh look, they actually have a tent out here. Cool. Do you think it's a little small for the three of them? Then again, I guess it would conserve more heat. Gosh, I haven't been in this area forever. Right, back through the door. It's a little askew. This door stands jarringly in the middle of the snow plains, its surface covered in a fine layer of frost. On one side, the lively buzz of Star Rail Fest. On the other, the frozen wasteland of Belobog. Did this door just speedrun your entire journey? Yeah, I got a little whiplash there going on. And let's head back. Oh good, it actually brought us back to the... Oh, it's gone. It actually brought us back to the Belobog zone. Cool. Alright, I think there's one more hot topic to look at. Oh, never mind, I had two. What, is there another one? Oh god, is this also in... Yeah, it's over in Star Rail Fest. He signs up the A door in front of you. Remote location, lacks security. If you're feeling cynical, it's practically heaven sent for sneaking in without a ticket. Give it a knock. You lean in closer, but behind the door, you catch a faint sound. Or maybe you're just imagining things. Push the door open and enter. Oh, Bella Knox, when did you get here? Yeah, it's not just that door, it's a door. Filthy scalpers, drop dead, all of you! Oh, shoot. What the hell? Whoa! It's another masked fool. Hey, Bella, nice to have you come in. I'll admit, they could be kind of surprised. Yeah, I was just in Belobog. Yeah, it could be surprisingly funny. Yeah. I really like the one where... Shoot, which one did I... Oh, I like the Clocky A door. The one where we get immediately transfer into Brother Hanu and have a whole conversation with Clocky. Where it's like... Oh yeah, I really love that one so much. Anyway, what the hell's going on over here? We got a masked fool, we got another poor soul lying on the floor. What, did an orc come and steal your bike too? After a storm of furious punches and kicks, the man struggles back onto his feet. Huh? Yeah, the Clocky door is fun. Yeah, I really like that one. I think I did pretty good voiceover for that one too. And I think there was like one on Hertz Space Station. That was kind of like a game show. You still alive? Dang, you really don't pull your punches. You're lucky I didn't bring my bat out, son. Wait, you just came out of that door back there. Did you buy a ticket? So you are a scalper. Take this! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy there! Hear me out! I'm no scalper, okay? You can call me Express Lane Ticket Agent. So, you're the tickets please guy. I like the probability door on Her to Space Station. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I kind of remember that, but at least I remember that at all. I'm not sure exactly if... I'm sure I'm not exactly official, but if you buy from me, no pre-sale, no limit, get your ticket and walk right in. That sounds a little bit sus, though. Just now, you successfully used the express lane. Isn't that just the definition of scalping? Looks like a scalper, sounds like a scalper, does the work of a scalper. If it walks like a scalper... you might check it a couple steps there, buddy. Silence. Between you two, a heavy silence looms. I know this path has never meant to be understood, but even if you insist on calling me a scalper, I'm a scalper with principles, with dreams, with ambitions. The world left me soaked, so I became shelter. It's precisely because I got burned by the official channels, never able to get a ticket, that I decided to help people like you carve out a new path, offer better, fairer options. I owe it all to this like-minded door. Ah, isn't it great? Thank nature. You should be thanking it too. You want to check who you're talking to right now? Now that you mention it, aren't you official staff? All that talk seems like I put trust in the wrong person after all. God, if I have to fight this guy. I kept making you pick one of two doors and keeps having you travel in circles. Yeah, I think I remember that part happening during that one. Well then, I'll just leave quietly. The way I came quietly. You didn't come quietly at all. You tried to have a fight with me when I stepped through the door. Huh, that got resolved pretty quickly. Oh, wait. Never mind. These guys were already here before. Poor sucker gets seasick. Oh. Boop. Maybe I should notify the venue officials first. At least get someone to keep an eye on this A door before the gatekeeper comes to retrieve it. Push the door and go back. I also remember the one at the school. It was outside of that homeroom that Harold the Death case kind of got introduced to. I think the one where it was Himiko's homeroom, and well, anyway, besides that, it was right next to that room, and I think it had some kind of punishment squad from the school's council there. I definitely remember that one. Maybe I should revisit that one at some point. I think I can. I always keep walking past it and then forgetting to actually take a peek in it. Yeah, the cursed room door. Yeah, that one. I almost ended up on the school committee, and then I was kicked off the school committee. Yeah, I think what happened was the girl ended up, I think, on the punishment committee because, I don't know, she tried to skip school, or no, she was trying to strictly say that you have to be on time for school, or else you'll get punished. And she thought that I was a rule breaker, so she went to punish me, and then she lost and said, okay, as punishment, I will be kicked off the disciplinary squad. Well, since I don't have to do this, I guess I could skip school. Oh wait, that's against the rules. You know, as atonement, I will rejoin the disciplinary squad. It was something ridiculous like that. Seriously, every goddamn... I don't remember all a whole lot of the other missions being batshit crazy. But there definitely seems to be a high volume of them here, specifically on Planet Arcadia. I never know what I'm gonna expect. Yep, I remember that it was funny. But yeah, that was a really good one. What the hell was I doing next? Was that all the A doors I have to look after? Wrong button. Another hot topic. Alright, that was the last A door. Now to check out the Furbo that I left on the snow path at Inkford Hermitage.
Boss, here's the thing. Just one casual trip to the Inkford Hermitage, and we've already got colleagues sneaking off and ghosting us for good. Go round them up and put them back to work.
Alright. Time to gather more Furbs for the company. Little stinker trying to skip out on work. Seriously, this is the closest... Guess I'll have to just run through every place here. Oh yeah, and I finally looked up what the heck this rabbit's supposed to be called. It's just Usagi. I could have just guessed that. That was pretty silly, but whatever. They're cute characters. They're just cute little characters. Little Chiqua and little Usagi. Of course they would have simple ass names like that. Anyway, which way am I going? What the hell? I don't think this is the right way. Gotta collect all the Furbos. That's what I've been doing. Okay, I'm absolutely not heading the right way. This will be easier. Yeah, all my employees, they kind of get immersed in their own hijinks, much like their boss, really. That's why I'm trying to focus and make sure that I get some shit done before I move on to the next thing. Okay, that was a lot easier to do. There he is. Alright, I was kind of busy doing some shenanigans, trying to make sure that some prisoner of the Sanjo and holder of Shuhu's flesh managed to get safely entered into the world of Canvas to be devoured eternally. Now with that done, and I guess partially the thing with Asat Pramod, that's kind of put on hold for right now, so now I have to deal with you, you little shit. What are you doing? Why are you ghosting Furley and the rest of the crew? Ow! Ah, little rascal. Crap, I have to find this little guy. Where are you little dickens? Ooh, coins. Oh, I'm out of the zone. I'm trying to save up some coins for that freaky Spire mech at that cat shop. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Little sneak. Yeah, they definitely like hiding out like this. Ah!
Thanks for the rescue, boss! It has been 1,000 years since that Gorgon turned me into a stone statue. Dog, I just saw you standing there, all normal-like. You turned yourself into a statue.
When did you get a character setting? There are definitely no Furbos in the Floating Grease Chronicles.
Whoops, didn't expect that to for that to give me away. You're so cultured. Since this identity has been exposed, I suppose I must claim that I actually the legendary stone from which the great king pulled his sword.
Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Who's going to understand what you're talking about?
Just doing it for laughs anyway. Bye, boss. Try not to dock my pay too much next time.
Dog, you're lucky I don't kick you to the curb. These fucking Furbos sometimes. Seriously, I think one of the few that I actually admired was the one cosplaying as the Dahlia of all people. I didn't even want to approach that one at first. But then I did. It turns out that they're very, very passionate of their calling, so I actually wouldn't mind if they stepped away to go pursue their cosplaying career. Is that a King Arthur reference? I don't really know. There's a whole lot of other stories that involve pulling swords out of stones, so I'm gonna say yes. But then again, he also talked about Gorgons, so I was kind of hoping he was gonna rattle off a bunch of hero stories or something like that. Alright, I guess I finished all the Furbo topics. Yeah, the hot topics. What the hell? Is there another one hiding? Oh yeah, there was. There was one out by the baths. Oh right, this one. The one pretending to be Shushang. Hey Shushang, what are you doing here? Wow, the scenery here is amazing. The leaves are fluttering about, the snow is falling nicely, and these emojis? I knew I should have read more books. I can't even squeeze out a single sentence to describe the scene. I think I'll go take a nice hot bath first. I'm completely drenched in sweat from sword practice. Seeing that bubbling hot spring and its steam, I just want to dive right in. Yeah, 2 of them? Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that there were 2 A doors, so of course there would probably be more that snuck off. There's always some kind of Furbo lingering around. I totally forgot about this Shushang being here. Shushang, what are you doing at Inkford Hermitage? Are you here for the baths? They're very nice. They heal you, so you'll definitely recover very nicely after your swordplay practice. But mind you, they do advise that you change your outfit, even though nobody seems to be adhering to that. I'm obviously here on vacation! They say this is a fragmented canvas picture that ancient Bonsai Tengoku. The final destination where all imaginary return their wishes. Bonsai Tengoku? Is the right name, right? Did I mispronounce it? Did I? Honestly, I kind of don't know. It's a very long-ass name. I'm surprised that I even remember that it was ever called that at all. You shouldn't take a hot bath right after exercising. Yeah, I thought you were supposed to actually shower first before heading into the soaking baths. Since when did you start sounding like those healers from the Alchemy Commission? Relax! I train in martial arts, so I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm not lying. You gotta believe me. Sure. Yeah. Ugh, fine. If you have a problem, forget it. If Wawa and Little Wei were here, they'd definitely nag me about it, too. Let's save the hot springs for later. It's been a while, so why don't we head inside first? Warm up a pot of Furpick wine and catch up. What do you say, President? President? Furpick? Furpick wine? Huh? No, wait! Just pretend you didn't hear that. A pot of perfect wine! Perfect! Uh-oh. Sorry, boss. I guess I ended up exposing myself. Since things have gotten completely out of hand, you and I have no choice but to battle it out. And here we go. Let's put our dukes up. Wait, what team did I have out?
My purpose is to protect.
Okay. Do I want to put my shield up? Nah, let's go raw here.
This is being in sync. We can do it. Trust me.
This won't be too hard.
Fight to the death.
Mimi!
I figured I had to
Mimi!
duke it out at some point, either at the A door or the these Furbos,
Arthur and I.
or I accidentally hit another wolf bay that was standing close to a destructible boppy or something.
I see through you.
My strength isn't what it.
I'm on it.
Mimi!
And
I offer my blood.
Beasts!
sorry, but that just went really bad with the audio for me. Hi, Furbushang failed after all. I am a sleepy Furbushang. God, these names are so goddamn ridiculous. Hold on a second, boss. Before drawing my last breath, I must compose an exquisite swan song to suit the occasion. Okay, go ahead. It's probably gonna be your your last bit of freedom before I put you back to work at the office. I've been wearying of the age-earning Furbo life for way too long. I just want to return all my wish power and turn back into my original form. That's why I came to Inkford Hermitage to say a final goodbye to you. Oh, so are you actually near the end of your lifespan? I'm so sorry. And damn, and I just beat you up just now and threatened to put you back to work. I see. I'll let you go then. Is that really okay? Can I go? Thank you, President. Even if I'm about to disintegrate into countless Wispay, I won't be able to play these little transformation games with you anymore. I'll be forever grateful to you. See ya, President! Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, little guy. Huh. Well, that was pretty cool. See, I could be nice to my employees. Whatever, he was on his last legs. Why not just let him spend some time having some fun? At least I treat my workers better than Nihilux does. And Lionlux is... oh boy, Nihilux's predicament right now. She's basically an indentured servant to the IPC and gonna be... yeah, that was different. What was different? Like, me treating them nicely, or... what? Some of them have, like, legitimate reasons for be hiding out in the open world and forgetting about their work for a little bit. If anything, Furbobo Weekly's been doing pretty fine. They're doing tits now. We're making oodles of wish power in credits, I assume. Oop, I almost hit the draw on that one.
My whole life
But,
hard labor in a frozen wasteland.
The storyline for this hidden Furbo. Well, I think some of them are actually pretty sweet, but other times I'm like, okay, you little shit, stop fucking around at the gift shop and get back to work. You're disturbing all these nice folks. That's how it is half the time, and honestly, if they're out here and they're like, okay, I am almost out of wish power, I might as well just hang out here, so I'll just let them do that. And if they're lying, well, then I'll come back and beat them up again. It's just kind of like that one that I had with the Ferdalia one, the one that was pretending for the Dahlia. God, that Dahlia terrifies me. Speaking about rather terrifying folks that are actually kind of okay, since I got Mortenax Blade, I got some new messages that are going to be coming from him. So what's the first one say? Silverwolf has installed the Blade Tracker chat plugin for you. Yeah, I think that when I got the original Blade, I don't even think we actually ever texted together. I think it was just mostly Kafka and Silverwolf communicating on Blade's behalf. Let's see. Blade Tracker? Blade Tracker is something to propel myself forward the sharp edge of a blade? Enough nudging. I'm numb. I thigh is. My thigh it is. Ooh, sorry, I. Oh god. Did we just make his phone vibrate so much that his leg went numb? And he actually texted me back to make me stop. No, that wasn't me. It was totally on Silverwolf. Sorry for nudging your thigh numb, but that's totally on Silverwolf. I know. She installed the same thing for Kafka and Firefly. Oh good, you're not the only one she's trying to mess around with that way. What's the matter? I'm on a mission. Well, can't I just come hang out with you just a little bit? I mean, you know, kind of get used to just living your life now that you're actually are capable of doing it. And just do normal people stuff. Can I just come and hang out with you unless you're on some secret mission? Don't ask. I cannot say. One of those dance missions? Is it a mission for the #1 assassin? Actually, I don't want to ask if it's that. One of those be quiet missions. Are you getting gifts? Well, I guess maybe an apology gift. He made gifts before he departed for the rest of the Stellaron Hunters, so I guess he has to make apology gifts for them again for not leaving them. So Silverwolf tracks everyone. She tracks everybody. She could, if you can think about anything that needs to be tracked or any information that you need to find, she will somehow get her mitts on them. She's the #1 hacker in the universe. Of course she could do it. I mean, heck, just her whole existence is a hack on the planet of Punk Lord. Let's see. One of those quiet missions? The more you tell me not to ask, the more curious I get. Is this one of those missions where you just can't talk? No. Far more fatal. In a hurry, logging off. Well, that was brief, but at least he actually texted me on his own behalf, and not Kafka or Firefly or Silverwolf doing it for him. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it worked out, so I look forward to the next one that he sends. Hopefully he'll say more than like 20 words. Speaking of which, let's take a peek-see at how my Mortenax Blade is doing. And if you can look over here... Yeah, I already got him to level 80. Gosh, damn. Actually, maybe I should probably put this over here? Yeah, I should be able to see any stuff over there. And yeah, I do have the, before the tutorial mission starts, at least it's one of his, he definitely has some alternatives other than his own signature light cone, and honestly, I want to save my polls for other things, like, again, fine on C2. I don't think I'll have enough for a C2. I'll just be happy just to get even the one copy. Actually, never mind. I shouldn't jinx myself. I'm not gonna put down myself. I hope I win my 50-50 and I can get, at the very least, E1 fine on in the next banner coming up. If he did say more words, I'd be worried. I don't know. He's already a man of few words. If anything, I think he, during that boat ride, that ferry ride off into the world of Canvas, I'm pretty sure that's more dialogue that he said in that one point than he did during the entirety of the rest of the game. I swear it. Let me see if I can enhance this a little more. Great. I raised it just a little bit. I got some more traces I can do. Oh, I can do it twice? Thrice? Aw, not thrice. Do I need that? Basic attack? Nah. I think I need this, though. Ooh, very nice. So, oh, hey, Shadow Scar, you're back! Nice to see you back here. I actually started a little bit earlier today. Also, I had been thinking about what characters actually changed their hair color during that, and I think I completely forgot to say Blade. Mortenax Blade. That it was staring me in the face, and I totally just said, it was Akarat in Finon. So now I feel kind of stupid, but I remembered almost immediately after. I remembered eventually. Seriously, it's like when you're trying to find something and you're just blind to the very thing you're trying to look for. Even though it's like right in front of you. I guess I'll level that up. And I guess I'll save the rest of my materials for just getting the ultimate up. And then I'll get the skill. As for relics, I don't really have much. I'm just gonna focus on that probably later, because oh my god, even the 1 5-star relic that I have on the set is, oh gosh, I don't even want to level it up. I'm pretty sure I could probably get something better, but I'll just leave it on there. I'm not using Mortenax Blade on anything until I get him at least kitted out a little bit. Get his ultimate and his skill up, and get some repetitively okay or relics on him. What else? But yeah, that's my Mortenax Blade for right now. What else am I gonna do? So, and that was it for the Furbobo Weekly Topics. The hot topics. That's all I was really doing today. Well, I also mucked about on the Express to do, freaking, cat cakes. Finding cat cakes. Unfortunately, Akivimeow was not there, so that kind of sucks. The whole point I asked that question was because of Blade. Yeah, I figured that, and I totally forgot to actually say Blade. But I swear, if there's actually more than Blade, Finon, and Acheron that changes hair color, I don't know about that. So, if there is, well, yeah, then I actually am stupid. But also, you are a little shit, though. You are a little shit, Shadow Scar, sometimes asking these questions, and then I realize, oh, fuck. It was staring me right in the face. Now I feel like a moron, so, yeah, have your little laugh. I figured it out eventually, so shut up. Ugh. Let's see, what's going on? Oh, yeah, and for Genshin, yeah, there's that event that's going on, but I think it's kind of simple, so I'm kind of wait until, I think it's wait, today's the 8th. I'm just gonna wait till, like, later in the week to actually do the whole event, because it seems pretty simple, kind of boring, I guess. I could probably knock it out in, like, an hour or so. So I will do that later. Then again, I also have to see Nicole, too. And Imaginarium Theater reset, so maybe I'll do Imaginarium Theater and Nicole's story quest, the last one, part of it, presumably at the same time, because I don't think that alone's not going to do a whole lot to make a whole stream. And back at HSR, yeah, I'll probably just end up doing more of the Furbobo work just to get that shit out of the way, having some chats and such. And what else? I think some kind of game mode reset it over here. Which one was it? Let's see. Pure Fiction or no, Apocalypse Shadow. Yeah, that reset in HSR. So I'm gonna try doing that at some point this week. So lineup, as far as I know, it's gonna be finishing up some more Furbobo Weekly crap, and then Apocalypse Shadow. Maybe Divergent Universe, probably. I don't know. And just help build up Blade a little bit more. Try to test him out if I can. And what else? Then the Genshin thing. Try to do Nicole's story quest and then at least a quick run of the Imaginarium Theater. I haven't tried it out yet this month, so I'll probably just do like a simple quick run of like just the first 6 or 8 asks, whatever ones. Yeah, up to Act 6, just to get a feel for it, kind of gauge how it goes. Because, yeah, I definitely need that kind of like lead in to there just to see, oh, what characters should I probably have for this, that, or the other thing. I haven't seen Wombo in a while, so maybe they'll come back for that and give me some pointers that I will probably end up ignoring or seeing at the very last second after I made my decision. And then I have to reset all the times that I can reset. And then I have to start the whole damn thing over. But luckily, it's just up to Act 6. It won't be too hard. It won't be too hard. But anyway, that's going to be my stream for tonight. And yeah, thank you for coming by, Bella Knox, Shadow. It's nice having you guys here. Having nice little conversations about all this. It's really fun rather than me sitting here making stories with all the characters here alone. But anyway, I'm gonna probably head off and do whatever I'm gonna do for the rest of this evening, and you can do whatever it is that you are gonna be doing for today, tonight, and this evening. Yeah, thanks for coming by again, Bella. It's very nice. Shadowscar, as much as you can probably be a thorn on my side, at least you keep coming back. And I guess you find me somewhat entertaining, which I appreciate. That or just like picking my brain or realizing, oh, I don't know how to talk to people, especially if they're like, I don't know if people are like being genuinely mean or just poking fun or whatever. I don't know your life, but I'm just sitting here and I'm just not trying to get rage baited too bad. Alright, so that's going to be it for me, and I will be seeing you next time. Again, doing some more Furbo work tomorrow. Alright, night everybody.